It's Movie Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to the shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org.
I'm John DeSando.
And I'm Linda Baas McClelland.
And this is It's Movie Time.
Oh boy, is it.
And it's time for A Star is Born Again.
Whoa, yeah.
Fourth time.
Yep.
Started in 1937.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Lady Gaga.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, who also directed it.
Right, and he co-wrote it too, I think.
Yeah.
He contributed to the writing. There's been so much hoopla about this film that I was afraid I was going to be disappointed, because sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Wrong-amundo. It's
Well,
one of the best films I've seen in years.
Now, Linny, I thought I saw a tear in your eye.
Oh, we won't even yeah, I got very emotional at the end of the film, but we don't want to ruin anything.
Well, we're not going to ruin it for many people. Somebody has seen Judy Garland,
right,
or
yeah.
Janet Gaynor, or whatever.
Or Barbra Streisand.
Or Barbra Streisand. And it does end sadly.
Yes. But just to make it clear, this is the third remake, or the fourth if you want to call it,
yes,
of A Star is Born. But I think it's truly unique. It's a reflection of the great effort that Bradley Cooper put into this. He spent over 4 years working on this film. He learned how to play the guitar. He learned how to play the piano. He worked with a vocal coach. He worked with a vocal coach to lower his voice an entire octave. And he sounds
that.
He sounds like Sam Elliott, who plays his
know,
brother in this
he
film.
does. And he's got that kind of cowboy,
Right.
low basso,
Yeah.
bad boy,
Right.
outlaw,
Exactly.
with the hat,
Oh,
which
yeah.
we have here for everyone to see.
And he did not wear it when he performed. He always take it off before he started to sing.
Yes, right.
But filming did not start until both his singing and his speaking voices were perfected, which that effort
And
impresses me.
the effort shows, but of course, in the end, all that matters is what's on the screen.
Right,
And what's on the screen is somewhat magical.
right.
And
It's very
for
magical.
me, I think it's the relationship between Cooper and Lady Gaga. I
Right.
think that there are, well, they may not be lovers. You don't know that.
You don't know that.
Yeah, but they surely are superior actors.
Yeah,
to
the
make
acting
it
was
seem
very
so.
authentic.
Yes.
Because obviously the chemistry between Lady Gaga and Bradley, I think, contributes to the depth
Yes.
of the love story.
Yes.
The expression in their eyes is so genuine.
Oh yeah,
So-
it is. And what about the music, Lenny? I mean, the first two Stars Are Born were about Hollywood.
Right.
This one's about the music, as
Yeah.
Barbra Streisand's was.
Exactly.
This is about the music.
Mhm.
Lenny, the music. How how is it?
One of the most impressive things to me
Go ahead.
was the scenes filmed at live concerts. I think one of them was with Chris Christopherson. You don't see him in the movie, but I think he was there. I was so impressed with the fact that they did not lip sync the songs they
Oh,
were singing.
right,
They were
yes.
singing them live.
Yes.
And that made all the difference because it was so authentic. I was very impressed with that. So,
And while this is, I think that the reason that this continues to be remade is that it's a story not just about Hollywood, which may be the best known business in the world,
right.
and that rise and falling action, which happens to so many of the stars, seems to be captured here very well.
Oh, I think so too. Like you said, I think the film shows how the creation of image and making money can sometimes get in the way of the art.
And you're thinking of what in the film?
Well, they almost make a singer or performer into a product. And I think one of the best examples in the film is Allie's relationship with her manager and his efforts to control the expression of her talent. I think it was most clearly demonstrated in the scene where she is performing on Saturday Night Live. She's got this crazy costume on and they're dancing. It was so commercial and so contrived. She has a lot more talent than what you're seeing there because it was all glitz stuff.
Yeah, and best evidenced by the fact they changed it from a mousy brown, her hair, to what did you get,
like,
fluorescent?
Yeah, it was fluorescent red.
I know, and so they're working on. But it makes me think that this probably is what happened to Lady Gaga. Don't you think?
Right.
That she became with the dancers, with the glitzy outfits, and all the
Definitely.
outrageous in-your-face stuff.
And she's a platinum blonde when she
Right,
performs
she's a-
as Lady Gaga.
Right.
And she's not terribly beautiful,
No,
but there's something so alluring about her face, and she's always making fun of her nose.
yeah. Well, I think that this is, a reflection of the Streisand kind of
Exactly.
motif.
Exactly.
Streisand was not a raging beauty, but
No.
she certainly has a beauty.
Right.
And Lady Gaga is probably a more beautiful woman
Oh, definitely.
than Barbara Streisand.
Right.
But I thought that was funny, the play on the nose. We
Yes.
get that more than one time. But yeah, the progress of these characters is what I find also true. This has a real tragic element
Well,
to
it does. Yeah, Cooper's character of Jackson Maine is an alcoholic and heavily into drugs, even before he meets up and fosters Allie's talent. His character is not a cliched alcoholic. You think that the love between Allie and Jackson could have saved him, but it's way too late. His star has risen. He's been very successful, but he also is suffering from tinnitus, which is hard.
Yeah,
Makes it hard
he's
to hear.
getting growing deaf too.
Exactly.
Which kind of makes us sympathetic to him.
Yeah.
More than we probably should
Definitely,
be.
because he really does have a hard time hearing, especially when he's playing on stage.
Which is very, I know.
So as her star rises, he falls more deeply into addiction. But his self-destruction, I don't think, is a reflection of his jealousy of her success. He's had his day, and which makes it even kind of sadder to watch him decline and embarrass himself and Allie. I think it was the Grammy Awards.
Yes.
But we won't talk about that either.
Well, they did a very nice job because from the original where you have the Oscars where he embarrasses himself and her, I didn't figure how they're going to do that. And they did it with the Grammys, and they did a really good job.
They really did.
And you bring up a really good point, one that I've been rolling around in my head. In previous iterations of this story, there was a heavy emphasis on his jealousy, and yet I think, at least if I'm inferring from what you said, it's not quite as prominent.
No, I don't think he is jealous of her success.
Yes.
I really don't. It's just they've met at a time in his life that he is just spiraling down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he tries to dry out and go to meetings and all that, but he's beyond help at that point, I think.
Yeah, I guess what I'm feeling here is that Bradley Cooper has taken a little bit of a change in this whole motif by emphasizing the fact that he has let himself go, as opposed to his being jealous about the younger person whom he brought up.
Right.
But for me, in the end, it's a story. It's the same old American dream story.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you make it, and you're like Tom Hanks. You never let down.
Right.
You are always are close to perfection. For other performers, it's a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
In a world where drugs and alcohol are easily available and are easy ways out of the intense pressure, this film seems to catch it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly, and I would have to say, though I'm not an expert at all on this, that the scenes and the concerts, which you talked about earlier, are just spectacular.
Oh, they're wonderful.
I mean, even behind the scenes,
right.
There's a lived-in quality of that.
Mm-hmm.
This is like we're really there.
Yeah.
This is the way it is.
Right.
She gets a limo. She's brought to his concert. And he brings her on.
He pulls her onto the stage,
right.
which she is not expecting at all. But she gets right into the groove, and there she is. She's wonderful. They both are. I loved his singing voice.
Yes.
So all of the training that he went through really paid off.
And I think that it's very possible that Lady Gaga will get an Oscar nomination, and very possible that he will get one, if not for acting, though I thought it was quite good, for directing.
Right.
Because this is
he paid attention to every detail of that movie.
Yeah. Well, Linda Baas McClelland.
Yes, sir. Dr. John DeSando.
The film is A Star Is Born, starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, yes.
Oh, this is the big moment, Lenny.
Okay.
What grade would you award it?
I would obviously give it an A+.
All right.
Sure.
And I would give it an A-. And you want to know what my minus is?
What?
I just too much of the alcoholism.
Yeah.
It's like other films where I say too much sex or too much violence. After a few minutes, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing him riddle,
Yeah.
but seeing him rattle those glasses around and
Oh,
stumble around,
I know.
you know, after long periods of that, but it is essential to the film.
Right.
It's
I
a part
think
of
it
the
is.
tragedy.
I think it is.
Hey,
What?
I just want to take another look at you.